Well, instead of going to the gym tonight, I did the manual tire changer on these small low-profile tires. I did the other two. This one I just got to air up. I got to bead balance them, yeah, but I just got to air this one up. It's on the rim now, finally. Whew. Talk about exercise. You don't need a gym when you freaking got to do this manually. Normally, these manual tire changers aren't that hard to do. I could do these tires on this 4x4, no problem. I could do them on his car, no problem. I could do them on that, what do you call it down there, the Chevy El Camino. I could do them, no problem. These were extremely difficult. It could be because the performance rims are probably designed to make the tires fit on them very tightly. So I had 5 tire levers and a couple big screwdrivers. Actually, I used the screwdriver to put the last little lip on there, and it's freaking good to go. You got to be careful with that. And I used grease and lubricant. So I slide it over there. And I'm going to be coating these with 303 UV protectant. They've already been coated on the inside. They're going to be coated on the outside. What happened with the old tires is they really weren't worn out. They were cracked on the sidewalls, and one of them just had a slight crack, but the other ones had some big cracks, and they've occurred really quick. 6 months before the crack occurred, I checked all those tires, and none of them had cracks in the sidewalls. So the last one had a slight crack. It's probably going to develop a big crack real quick. I'm changing these out because I'm going up to Georgia to the Andersonville POW camp that was back in the 1860s in the War of Northern Aggression. For the Captain Wirtz Memorial. We're going to be talking about that later because, YouTube seems to have a video clip of a propaganda film about that place. And it's not true. Actually, the Yankees in Elmira, New York, were the really bad culprits. And here's my little cat, man. There he is. She is. I think I forgot which one that is. It's Onyx or it's or the Mama Feather. They almost look like twins. But they're the big ones, bad ones were up in New York State. So here's my little Snooky. Yeah, that's Mama. She's got, are you Mama? Yeah, that's Mama. She's a little shinier, got a little bit of brown. That was Onyx, so the sun. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to be heading out to Ocala, I don't know what it's in Marion County. I don't know what the hell town it is, city is. So I'm taking this El Camino here, and be flying the colors in the back, and I'll be filming the Ocklawaha River Raid reenactment. So we'll be doing that. I also got something else to upload about the DeVary's Kirby Smith statue, and I'm going to preface that video with some common sense stuff because I know I already pissed off Google, man, because they demonetized me, but so what? What are you going to do about it, man? There's other money out there. I could work for the CPA firm just one more day, and that would be half the money I would get from Google just for that one day, extra day. So, anyway, or I can work full-time and just buy land and put mega flags up every year, 2 of them, with my money. Whatever they want to do. So, this is my air compressor too. I had to put a new regulator on it last week. Freaking thing finally, I was nursing this thing. It was just a little bullshit thing right there. But yeah, you need this to inflate your tires. And sometime next week, hopefully I'm going to get my axle in here for these wheels. This is for the mountain howitzer. I'm going to paint these with semi-translucent flood stain. I'm just going to blast them with the sprayer in the air compressor. Get them coated like 3 freaking times. That stuff, actually, if these, they're not going to be out in the weather, but even if they were out in the weather with that flood stain, if you really soak it into wood a lot, these things would last even years for outside, but they should last probably 50 years or more if they're kept inside and they're coated with that stuff. So, I plan to be around for like 300 years, and we're going to be talking more about, there's my bike, with the Confederate flag, Sons of Confederate Veterans Mechanized Cavalry, or Confederate States of America Confederate Mechanized Cavalry. But we're going to be talking more about the health longevity thing, I'm going to actually emphasize those frequencies for repairing the DNA and restoring it. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the carbon C60 and something else called HHO. I have an HHO kit in this 4x4 here, this little Jimny 1300. I always call it a Jeep. I know it's not a Jeep, but it's basically a copy of the dimensions of a Willys with the same round, same size engine. I got an HHO kit in there, but HHO is not just for giving you a little more mileage and fuel. It's also for health, and also you can use it for welding. It's a safe welding gas. So, but I'm going to probably set up my other HHO kit. I'm thinking, well, I might get another one for the El Camino. You know, this one I have right now, I'm probably going to put it in this old computer case here, mounted in this with this big handle on it. This way I can carry it around, and you want to make sure you keep it upright because it'll spill the electrolyte light, which is caustic, and I'll clean this all up and paint it probably or something, or maybe just clean it up with some bleach white and mount it in there, and I'll power it with a Schumacher manual battery boost charger that can handle up to 50 amps. And I'm going to use it to, because I already got an extra bubbler, I'm going to make it with, I'm going to use this for health, because I'm thinking that is the cheapest way to do that. You don't need a $3,000 machine. Probably some people don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, because I've actually got a lot of projects going on here. And you know, you can make something better than a $3,000 machine for a couple $100, and it's probably, it might even be stronger than the carbon C60 stuff. You know, if you take a bath with HHO water bubbling in it or something, you're probably going to get restored back. I think it actually reverse ages people. And there's a claim about carbon C60 and olive oil by the guy that made Purple Power. He says some people have taken it for like a year or two, and they've tested their telomeres and they got longer, which means you're going backwards in age. So I've been taking it, and I'm in my mid-60s, and I got the power of 3 bulls, okay? So, you know, I'm looking at people that are working in the government, the cities of Tavares and stuff like that, and they're on the council. These people look like they never worked a day in their life. And I'm an accountant by trade, but I could do other things, unlike the pussies behind the back of the desk. So this was my exercise for tonight. And this was like lifting weights. So I'm going to have to just inflate this puppy. And later on, I'll do the bead balancing next week and shove them on the blue car, which will be ready for the trip up to Andersonville, which we'll get a lot of Confederate video stuff on that. And tomorrow we're going to get some more Confederate video on the Ocklawaha River Raid, and it'll be uploaded to YouTube and Bitchute, as this video is also going to be on Bitchute also. So it's kind of busy today doing a lot of different things besides this, so I didn't upload a video yet. This is just my exercise, and so there's going to be a lot more interesting topics coming up, stuff that might be suppressed by Google and their superior quantum computing machine. You know, I'm fighting them with a 386 16-bit, and they got a quantum, you know, so I mean, what can I do about it, right? And you know, they control the whole earth, right? And they control our reality, but we're still fighting them. Just remember, back in 1776, only 3% of the population were actively fighting the financial powers and the loyalists. And also remember that the loyalists were deeply entrenched within the New York City elite. The New York City elite in 1776 never wavered one bit away from their loyalty to England, the crown, and the global money. Basically, at that time, the British were the global economy. And it continues on today. Maybe different players, but the same modus operandi is going on today. And they control big tech. New York City controls big tech. That's what happened. Google bought up YouTube, and they screwed it up. Basically, since 2017, they screwed it up. Anyway, But, you know, if you're not a pussy, you can get out there and do some shit besides watching stupid videos on YouTube. I mean, maybe you'll watch this one, but what I'm emphasizing is here, get out there and do stuff, man. Get out of hell with this freaking, you know, it's like back in the 50s, people were freaking watching too much TV. Well, today, it's exponentially worse with the internet. Get out there and get some hands-on experience. You might need it someday.